Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samara and today I'm going to be doing a smoky look for you. First of all, before I get on with that, I would really appreciate and absolutely loved reading through your comments. Thank you so much for sharing your love with me. If you haven't watched that already, I will link that down below for you. I really hope that you like the look that I have put together today. And if you don't know already, I am doing a giveaway, which I've mentioned in my previous video. I will be giving away 2 of these palettes, which are absolutely beautiful. There you are. And to enter the giveaway, please check the details down below in the description box. So what we're waiting for, let's jump right in. Okay, so I am back. I've done my eyebrows. I have also done my left eye. I wasn't too sure what look to go for today, so I've decided to go for a smoky look because I've seen lots of smoky eye looks surrounding social media, especially Instagram, and I think that's down to the new palette that's come out by Jeffree Star, which is called Cremated, and it has lots of beautiful shades in there. So for those of you that don't have that palette, you could recreate a similar look using palettes at home with similar shades. So today I'm going to be using a Morphe palette. So I've chosen to use this one here. So this is the James Charles palette by Morphe, and if you don't know what it looks like, the shades in here, let me just take that off, look like this. It's a really beautiful palette, and I'm pretty much going to be using these shades around this side and obviously the white that's here. So before I waste any more time, let's get into it. Okay, so I've brought you closer just so that you can really see what I'm doing. I'm going to start off with my base, and I'm going to be using the Plouise base in the shade Rumour 2. And I'm just going to pop that all over my eyelid. And so now that I'm happy with my base, I'm going to start with my first shade, and I'm going to jump right in with a shade called No Beans, which is a beautiful cool tone brown. Unpack that. You can see my crease is here, just there. I'm going to go a little above my crease area, so round about here, and really pack on this shade. Just going to add a transition shade, and I've chosen to use in this palette a shade called Punch Me, and I'm just going to be putting that above this shadow that I put on earlier, just like that. I'm just going to dab that in place, and I'm going to be using this as a transition shade. And to blend this out, I'm going to use a clean brush and really just blend that together in circular motions like this. And then again, pack on some of that brown. So I am happy with that. If you feel like you've put too much of the dark brown shade on, it's absolutely fine, because what you can do is with a clean brush apply a little bit more of that lighter shade, dab it in place, and really just bring that down, or even a lighter shade, and then blend it back out with a clean brush. And you can really erase any mistakes that you make before we go on into our dark shade. Okay, with how that's looking so far. And I'm just going to jump in with the darkest black in this palette, and it's called Spooky. But like I said, you can recreate this look at home using any eyeshadows that you have, so a really good black will do the trick. And I'm just going to pack this on, starting with the outer edge here. And concentrating on the crease, so not above the crease, on the crease. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the transition shade above the black, just so it helps me blend that out. Going to make sure that I don't drag it any higher. And so this outer edge here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to really blend that around here. It doesn't matter if it gets messy around this area here, because I am going to be cleaning that off and giving it a really sharp edge like this side here. So I'm happy with that. Can you see? So now that I'm happy with the black, I'm going to start with my concealer, and I will show you exactly how I do this. So just applied some to the back of my hand. You can use any brush you like. If you're interested, I use the detailed concealer brush called F111. So I've put the concealer on the back of my hand. I'm just going to grab some on the tip of my brush, starting in this area here and really carving out my crease. And I would recommend taking your time doing this step, because you do not want to mess this up. And you want to try and make this line as neat as possible. So now that I'm happy with the concealer, I've tried to carve it out as neatly as I can. I'm going to proceed with putting on a white shade. In this palette, the white shade is called Flashback. Really concentrate that on the inner corner like this. Now going to try adding a little bit of the transition shade, which in this palette is called Punch Me, and I'm just going to pop that near the white shadow around the middle of the eye, just here. Okay, and I'm just going to add a little bit more of the white shade on top. So I do want to make sure that the white shade is bright enough, because that is what's going to bring this look together. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to move on to the next shade. And I'm dragging it ever so slightly towards that middle shade. I don't want it to be harsh, so got to be careful you don't overdo it. I'm going to move on to the black. pack on the black here, and this is a beautiful black shade. And you've got to be careful not to overdo it with the black, because that can really ruin this eye look. And I can tell you that from experience, because I've done that so many times. And you want it to be darker around this area here and gradually getting lighter, so it can be black in the corner, dragging it towards the lash line, a little bit towards the middle, and then towards the crease. Away from that shade, and I want to just bring that back, and then using the same brush that I applied the black with, I'm going to go over and blend that together. So that's our eye look, and with a makeup wipe I'm just going to clean up the corner, so just starting around my lash line and dragging this up this way. There we are. Okay, so before I put on the eyeliner, I'm going to add the glitter, like this eye here. The glitter isn't a must because this eye look by itself is so beautiful, but I do think that the glitter looks so much better. So I'm going to add on this glitter, and I've used the Collection Glam Crystals Dazzling Gel Liner, and what I do is I pop this on the back of my hand. A detailed eyeliner brush, I am then going to go over the concealer line like the other eye. And like I said, you don't need to put the glitter eyeliner on. I absolutely love glitter, and that's why I tend to incorporate it with all the eye looks that I do. I'm going to start putting on the eyeliner. I'm going to be using the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner. I'm just going to put on a little bit of mascara. Today I'm going to be using the mascara by Maybelline, which is the one that I was referring to in my previous video, which is called the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. And I have not used this before, so I used it on my left eye for the first time today. I don't really know how I feel about it, but I'll show you what it looks like anyway. And I'm just going to apply that. So now that the eyelid is complete, all it needs is a lash. So today I used the Lily lashes, and these lashes are called Miami Light. I've never used these before, so it is the first time. I don't know how I feel about the lash, but I'm going to put on the other one, and I'm going to finish off my face and then come back to do the bottom lash line. So don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. So I am back. I have put on the other lash and I have done the rest of my face. How is it looking? And now we are going to start with the bottom lash line. So that you can see what I'm doing, I have zoomed you in again. And I'm going to start with the bottom lash line, and I'm going to start putting on the shade No Beans with a flat brush like this. And I'm really just going to apply that to the lash line like this. So next I'm going to be adding some of the black, and I'm going to use the same brush. So now that this eye is ready, I'm going to add shade Ringlight to the inner corner just to brighten that up. Focus that right there. So I'm done with the right eye. I'm just going to put on a little bit of mascara just to really finish that off. And that, my friends, is ready. I'm going to do the same with the other side, and I'll be right back. So here I am back. I have finished off my makeup. I've also put on some lipstick, and I am ready for some setting spray. So I'll just grab that quickly. And that, my friends, is my finished look. What do you think? Please tell me down below. I'm happy with this look. Let me know what you think down below. Until next time, stay safe, take care, bye, Allah Hafiz, Shabakir, Tali.